Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from a Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the Roundup video, you can hit that eye in the top right corner of the screen or follow the link down in the show notes. And if you'd like to know more about the game, there's a link for that down in the show notes as well. Okay, so let's talk about Gnomeland, which is a very interesting worker placement game. There's two halves to it. We've got our own little city. We roll some dice that represent our gnomes, and depending on what we roll, that means we can activate different buildings to harvest, what was it, gold, mana, and strength. The three different resources that we need. And we need these resources to build new buildings that let us create other stuff, or upgrade existing buildings to score points, or to complete missions, or to cast spells, and some stuff. But the interesting thing is, every round we're going to roll these three dice, and sometimes more dice with special powers, harvest resources, and then use those resources for different things. But in addition to that, at the beginning of the game, everybody has 5 gnomes. And the game is exactly 5 rounds. And every round at the pub on the board, there are 2 randomly generated cards that you could send one of your gnome workers to. You can do a little bit of worker placement and do whatever that action is that can supplement all the other stuff you're trying to do. The trick is, after the gnome does that, the gnome goes away. He does not come back. So this is a worker placement game where you say goodbye to your workers throughout the game. And you have these tough choices. Well, I only have 5 rounds. I only got 5 gnomes. I don't want to use either of these powers, or I really want to use these powers, but I don't want to give my gnome up because he'll be gone. Because there's one other use for the gnomes as well, and this is very cool. If you are building your city a different way than I am mine, and you have access to things that I don't have, when it's your turn and you activate your buildings, I can send one of my gnomes out to collect the same stuff you did. Instead of using them in the central pub, which gives all kinds of special powers, I can send them to your neck of the woods. Now, they're still gone out of the game forever, but that is always a very interesting puzzle to try to work your way through. A nice bit of tension. How do I use this incredibly limited resource? A worker placement game where you never get your workers back is a very, very cool idea. And Gnomeland, we had a nice, fun time with it. Really fast, just 5 rounds from one of the co-designers of Potion Explosion. And I can totally see that pedigree at work here, although it's a very different game. Number 17, Gnomeland. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you want some more, over on the left, there's a playlist for a bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. In the top right, the latest thing that's been added to the channel is right there. And in the bottom right, something that YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.